Okay, nice. Okay, some of you have joined. Hmm, nice, nice. Okay, okay. No, I'm not Telegram. No. Okay, so I I'm going to explain little about the genre. Okay, the drama genre. Okay, good evening. Tragedy and comedy. So after this explanation, you will have to answer the questions in the Google Classroom. Yeah. Can you hear me, guys? Say yes. Can you? Good evening, everybody. Okay, nice, nice. 16, okay. Okay. Yes, nice. Okay. All right. Yes, everybody can hear me. Aye, nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, we will start the explanation in few more seconds. Okay. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, let's try, guys. So I'm recording this. So if you miss this, maybe your friends miss this session, I will upload it somewhere. I don't know. We'll see, or through WA or something. We'll see ya. Oke, tidak akan cepat-cepat, pelan-pelan saja. Oke. Oke, kita akan bahas uh, istilah tragedy and comedy, right? Tragedy and comedy. No, there's no giveaway. Tragedy and comedy. The word tragedy, okay, it's pretty familiar, right? The word tragedy. We can say like tragedy, like for now, what we have it now is a tragedy, like the coronavirus issue, right? Or if somebody is having an accident, right? That kind of thing. We call it as a tragedy. While comedy, right, is usually referring to something which is funny. Yes, we do have the connection, but the word tragedy and comedy uh, do not simply mean that way. Jadi nggak yang kita omongkan soal tragedy sama komedi ini bukan dua kata yang berarti tragis dan lucu, ya, tapi adalah two genres in drama. Two genres in drama, oke? Okay? Ada dua genre aliran dalam drama yang klasik. Get it? Okay. The first, tragedy. Tragedy itu adalah drama, aliran drama di it's reconnecting. Okay. It was reconnecting, ya. Tragedy, usually the drama, right? Usually the drama has some characteristics. The first characteristic of tragedy is that the story is usually what we call the drama gives you some kind of emotional effect. Okay, so the drama gives you some kind of emotional effect, usually something to do with like shock, horror, pity, fear, or sympathy, being sad. So when the drama is played on the stage, the drama gives you some kind of what we call emotional effect. Jadi kita ada merasa apa sih namanya, dapat efek-efek tertentu ketika kita nonton drama itu gitu, secara emosional. Biasanya berhubungan dengan horror, kemudian like sympathy, fear, sadness, something like that. That's what we call as a tragedy. That's the That's the first characteristics. Jadi salah satu ciri dari drama yang beraliran tragedy. Alright. And then the second one, so I'm reading this. Tragedy is a representation of a serious, complete action which has magnitude in embellished speech, which each of its elements used separately in the various parts of the play. I will simplify it. Jadi intinya adalah kalau tragedy itu merepresentasikan tindakan yang serius, ya kan? Tindakan so the second characteristic is that it is serious, right? It is serious, and then so the problems happen in your daily life, you know, they perform it seriously, right? And then the third one, this is another characteristics. Jadi yang pertama itu ada efek emosional. Kedua dia serius gitu ya, masalah-masalah serius yang terjadi di kehidupan kita. Yang ketiga ini ada namanya catharsis, CATHARSIS, catharsis. This is like the focus of the tragic drama ya. Jadi katarsis namanya. Katarsis ini adalah ciri selanjutnya. Intinya adalah setelah nonton drama, after you watch the play, right? After you watch the performance, right? In the end, right? We need to have some kinds of reflection toward the story. Reflection. What do we get after the performance, right? What do we get after the performance? So after the problem and then the solution, right? And then the audience can reflect to the story, to the drama performed. Get it? Yeah. And then the last one, the fourth, I guess. Yeah, the fourth characteristic is that usually one of the characters or some characters, they die. Nah, jadi kalau di tragic drama itu harus ada yang mati. Biasanya. Oke, harus ada yang mati. Oke, saya ulangi ya. So the tragic drama or drama in tragedy genre, right? They have some characteristics. The first one is that they have the effect, right? The emotional effect toward the audience. Emotional effect. They will feel horror, you know, sadness, awe, shock, pity, fear, and so on. That's the one. That's the first. The second one is it is serious, right? The serious problem happens in the daily life, right? The third one is the existence of catharsis. Catharsis is like the reflection that the audience must do or must experience after they watch the performance on the stage. You got it? Nice. Okay. And then the last one, usually, not always, because it depends on the development of the play, right? The last one is that usually the character or the characters die, right? They die usually. So that you can get the, how do we call it? The catharsis. You can get the reflection, right? You can reflect to the story. That's tragedy. Okay. Second one is the comedy. Comedy is, how do we call it? Yeah. It's literally the opposite of the tragedy. But the comedy, it is not necessarily funny, because when we hear the word comedy, it refers directly to, you know, the word like funny, you know, and then the joke and that kind of thing, right? But actually, yes and no. You got it too. Yes. Okay. Comedy. Let me read here. I have this one here. This is the opposite. If the tragedy evoke responses of the audience, right, in the form of fear, horror, sympathy, pity from the readers or the audience. In contrast, comedy appears designed simply to amuse, right, to make you feel happy, to make Yeah, that's the simplest word, I guess, right? To amuse you and take you out of yourself for a brief period. That's why sometimes when we watch the comedy, right, the drama, right, there are some funny acts, right, some silly jokes, that kind of thing, right. That is one of the characteristics. Why do we have that kind of characteristics? Because comedy is a uh, if tragedy is the representation of the serious life, right? The serious problem happens in your life, right? For the comedy, it's a representation of people who are rather inferior, people that we don't usually think about, people that we don't usually care about. Jadi kalau kalau tragedi itu berhubungan dengan masalah-masalah serius, jadi biasanya otomatis karakter-karakternya adalah karakter-karakter yang serius. Kalau zaman dulu ada knight atau ksatria, and then the prince and princesses, right? And then okay lah, political leaders, that kind of thing, right? Tapi sebaliknya kalau komedi itu lawannya, right? So the comedy discusses about the opposite, which is like people that we don't really care, like servants, slaves, gitu kan? Kalian ingat drama yang kita bahas dua ya, the two plays that we discussed, the leader and purgatory. I think they reflect, right, they reflect the tragedy and comedy. Jadi itu ciri kedua, kebalikannya ya. So they laugh, okay, for ugliness, sesuatu hal yang buruk itu ditertawakan, right? Because laughable is a sort of error and ugliness that is not painful and destructive, right? It's not painful or destructive. They laugh about bad things, ugly things happens in your daily life, not the serious ones, because the serious ones belong to the tragedy. So the comedy, they discuss about ugly things. That's why we have now the slapstick comedy, and then like mocking people. Makanya kalau kita lihat ini kan ada yang jatuh gitu kan, ada yang ketimpa barang atau dipukul atau kepleset atau menghina secara fisik. And it is comedy. It is the improvement of the drama, the genre of the drama, which is comedy, right? That's the modern form, right? The modern form. So the characters are the lower sections of society. So like what I said, like the slaves, the servants, right? And then if the focus of the tragedy is to create catharsis, right? Remember that? How do we call it? To reflect, to find a reflection, to create the reflection. This one is to create irony, right? Irony is like when you tell something, it signifies the opposite. Usually is for humor and for the empathetic effect. Jadi kalau kita mengatakan sesuatu, itu tujuannya adalah sebaliknya gitu. Pintar kamu ya. It means you're stupid, basically. Something like that. But this one is not only in the form of the language, but the story itself. Jadi menciptakan irony bukannya catharsis. Kalau catharsis itu untuk mencari reflection. That's why the karakternya harus mati di tragedy so that you can reflect to the story. Tapi kalau comedy itu tujuannya adalah mendapatkan irony agar kita bisa memaknai, we can find or make the meaning out of the story using the opposite things. Jadi hal-hal yang and the funny thing and the ugly thing, hal-hal seperti itu ya. Jadi kalau contohnya dari tragedy itu misalnya Oedipus Rex, Sophocles, Oedipus Rex or Oedipus the King, right? Ceritanya adalah seorang raja yang jatuh cinta sama ibunya dan membunuh ayahnya. I think it's pretty familiar, like in Indonesian mythology, right? Sangkuriang, right? Similar to that. That's by Sophocles. And then, of course, we have Romeo and Juliet, King Lear, Macbeth by William Shakespeare. For the comedy, the example is is A Midsummer Night's Dream, and then As You Like It. Both of them are by William Shakespeare. Okay, so I hope you get it. You get it, yeah. Later, if you have any question, you can chat me, right? Because the deadline is the deadline of the answers. At midnight, right? At midnight. So don't worry about it. So you can ask me, free to ask me, right? So the question is, which one of the drama works, Purgatory by William Butler Yeats and The Leader by Eugene Ionesco, is tragedy, and which one is comedy? That's the first question. Which one is comedy? Which one is tragedy? Between two, Purgatory and The Leader, right? Based on the characteristics that I have told you, the characters, the story, right, and so on. So do we have such a comedy or tragedy novel movie? I guess so. It's pretty. How do we call it? Yeah, there's a lot. I guess there's a lot. But what I refer, right? What I refer here, tragedy and comedy refer to the classic drama, because now we have tragicomedy. Now we have different kinds of what we call genres, right? It's almost limitless, right? So we have different kinds of genre, not only tragedy and comedy, right? Okay, go back to the question, right? Please explain by giving the tragic and comedic elements of the drama works, right? Maybe I had typo. It's not tragic, but tragic, right? Tragic and comedic elements of the drama works. In your opinion, what kind of story that interested most people? Tragedy, of course. People love the pain, man. Your neighbors, something happened to your neighbors, right? Something happened to your neighbors, bad luck happened to them, and then you clap your hand. Wow, it's going to be cool, that's why we have gossip and gibah, because bad people happen to so that we have the catharsis. Wow. So when something when something happened to something bad happened to people, right? Whether people that you know or people you don't know, basically, right? And then you can create catharsis. You can reflect to their problems. You usually say, untung aku nggak gitu ya, untung gini, untung gitu. Harusnya tuh dia gini dan and then you start the gibah. But I prefer comedy more, so yes, but now even comedy, they have the tragic elements there. What about the dark joke? Is that same with dark jokes? Actually, dark jokes is, yeah. So the old comedy is basically dark joke, man. Yeah, seriously, it's dark jokes, dark comedy. The old ones, right? And then now we have the simpler version, like mocking people, gantungan kunci lu sini, that kind of thing, right? mocking people. But basically it's just the development. It's just the development. but now it's pretty difficult to differentiate between the pure tragedy and pure comedy, because somehow you put them both. You put the elements into the genre, right? For example, in tragedy, right? In like, okay, take example a movie, right? In an example, for example, I don't know whether you have watched. You have watched, I guess, in drama class, right? The last movie that we watched, The Lighthouse, right? It's a tragedy. I mean, that's obvious because someone dies there, right? But there are also some funny things, dark jokes, like like the fart joke, right? So it's comedy, yes. It's the comedy elements inside of the tragedy. Yeah, kalau bingung, sir, can you repeat on the comedy, sir? I'm recording this. I think I put it somewhere, right? But the elements. No, it's not possible to repeat it because it's going to start it all over, right? Okay, give you a few more seconds before we finish this. I'm a guy with Miss Queen quota, Any question? Yay! Hi, hi, Arif. Yeah. Hi, how are you? Long time no see. Yeah. Are you still busy with your uh, compost? Right. Right. We'll see. We'll see. So drama can be tragedy, also comedy. Yes, 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 yes. Drama can be a tragedy and also be a comedy. However, right, the ones that we are discussing here refer to the classic ones. So we have how do we call? We have a strong division between tragedy and comedy. Romeo and Juliet is tragedy. Yes, of course, someone dies. Someone dies, and then later the family, the what we call the warring family, the problematic family, they find catharsis. It means they reflect on the tragedy, right? Okay, let's stop fighting, guys, because of the death, right? The deaths of Romeo and Juliet. Let's make a peace. So that's catharsis, right? Question? One more question? Say yes, yeah? Enough, yeah? Enough, yeah? Okay, guys, I think enough for today. Because you need to answer the question, right? You need to answer the questions in Google Classroom. The deadline is tonight at 0000. Kumpulin di komputer. No, so I have questions, right? Kan ada pertanyaan tuh. Nah, pertanyaannya itu dijawab di situ. Jawabnya di situ kan ada, the first question is yes and no, ya nggak? Kan yes and no, tinggal klik yes. Kalau ini bukan berupa yes and no, tapi dijawab di kolom jawaban gitu. Come on, you're the millennials, guys. You're the millennials. I think you should be good. You should be, yeah, you should be good in using the gadgets. Nice. Okay, happy birthday, Farron. Seriously? Okay, anyone is having birthday? Okay, happy birthday. Okay, I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. Stay at home, guys. Stay safe. Don't forget to answer the questions. If you have any, if you have any questions, please ask me. Yeah. Okay. I think enough. You are late. Yeah, but okay. Okay, so I'm going to end the. I'm going to end the this lecture. Yeah. Okay. Enough. Bye. See you. Have a nice day.